This video, I'm gonna go over 5 things you don't need in your roofing business in the first year. I'm also gonna give you 5 things that you really need. See, when you open your business, you're gonna be bombarded by marketers, consultants, and it's gonna be very hard to find out what do you really need and what can wait until later on in a business. Number 1, you don't need a fancy website. What I mean by that is websites are overrated in the first year in business and underrated later in a business. When you open a business, website is not going to make huge difference. So if you go and spend $20,000 on a website, you're not going to get enough sales to justify it. Now, when you've been in business for a couple of years, website should become your hub. You should be crawling up on the first page of Google. So don't be tricked into spending a fortune on a website. In my first year in 2013, when I opened a business, I did about $1 million in sales and I built my website myself on Wix.com. Before that, I've never built a website, but I simply needed a place where people can go to find my social media accounts, to find my number, if they're already doing business with me. But first year, save on a website, do it yourself, do the budget version. When you're ready to close your books for entire year, now you're gonna set up nicer budget and build a more professional website. Number 2, you don't need custom CRM. You don't need a consultant who will come to you and try to build something custom to your business. Guess what? You don't have a business yet. You don't have a problems yet. You have to figure out what your process looks like, how your team gonna operate. I love custom CRMs. I'm not against people who sell them, but in the first year of business, almost anything will work. You can get Oculinks, Job Nimbus, Job Progress, basic one. You can use Trello for CRM. As long as communication with the customer is good and you're not losing your data, you will be fine. I recommend Job Nimbus. That's my personal reference. I don't recommend things like HubSpot and some custom solutions because first year in business, it's just a tool. You're not gonna see roofers going out of business because they picked the wrong truck or they picked the wrong CRM. So CRM, just like a truck, is a vehicle you're driving. So you will see successful companies using Oculinks. You will see successful companies using Job Nimbus, and you will have successful companies using custom CRMs. So don't be tricked into spending a fortune on expensive CRM when you don't build a business yet. Number 3, please don't hire marketers. And what I mean by marketers is anyone who will be charging you thousands and promising you to get jobs to your doors, make your phone ring. Now, there are a few good guys out there, and I would recommend if you go to roofinginsights.com, you will see brands we recommend. You will see someone who I recommend to build a website, who I recommend to do your Facebook ads. So there is a place for it. But when you're starting a business and you just signing contract, let's say for $5,000 a month for Facebook ads, that's typically not a good idea and you're typically gonna get screwed. I'm talking about 80-90% of those deals are better for marketers and worse for roofers, especially if they're tricking you to sign 12 months agreement. Ask yourself why. Don't sell long-term agreements, month-to-month basis only, results driven only, no long-term promises. You need results here and now. First year in business is the year where you need to survive. You don't want to be working for them. You work for yourself and you have to watch every dollar and every penny, and those marketers will try to get every dollar from your pocket. Number 4, please don't join expensive masterminds, master classes. Recently, one of the subcontractors, he works for this company in Florida, and his boss actually teaches other roofers how to become successful roofer. And you know how much he charges? 40 grand. $40,000 for his program. Please don't do it. First year in business, guys, you can figure it all out by yourself. It's not that complicated. So I love master classes. I need to learn. I need to refill my bucket. So I have nothing against master classes, but they have place and time and cost. Anyone who spends more than $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in the first year, I guarantee you, you're not gonna see that money back. Value is just usually not there. I have a company who spent $17,000 in the program. They did not get anything out of it. They were supposed to teach them how to advertise on the Facebook, how to do recruiting ads. And at the end of the day, they're out of 17 grand. They don't know what to do with it. They don't want a conflict. They don't want to open dispute. They ask for money back, but it's just not going to happen. So if guru or consultant or anyone who sells you mastermind class charges you north of, I don't know, 5-7 grand and up, I mean, I've seen it up to 40, 50 grand. Run. You don't need it. Majority of education are free or very small. Like for example, in our roofing school, we're very intentional how much we give you and how much it costs. You can join roofing school for $49. It should not be that expensive because it's up to you what you're gonna learn. It's not up to us. We will show you the business. We will show you successful roofing companies, what they do, how they operate. It should not cost 40, 50 grand. Even if they're doing 50 million a year, you should be able to learn it for free or reverse engineer and figure out for way cheaper, especially first class. Now, when you have a bigger problems, when you trying to get from 50 million to 100 million, that's where you spend 40, 50 grand to double your sales at that point, but not first year. And number 5, please do not buy expensive trucks or trailers. First year, guys, you can save. Buy affordable but also reliable truck transportation. When I opened my business, I was driving Volkswagen Jetta. The best decision I ever made. It was $12,000 Jetta. I have it for 2 years. It was diesel. I was spending $50 a week on gas. I saved so much money. For every trip my competition was taken to the job site, I was making 3 trips. Savings was amazing. I wrapped it. I have a leather rack on top. I have samples on the back. It worked beautifully. So you don't need expensive vehicle. You can buy a minivan. You can buy a service van like Ford Transit. Please do not buy $80,000 truck to impress someone. People don't care. All they care is your communication, your quality of work, and your professionalism, and it doesn't come with an expensive truck. Now, I don't want this video to be only negative. I want to give you 5 things that you really need. Number 1, get a grip on your financials. You have to understand QuickBooks. You have to know where your numbers are. That's why I put a course together just for QuickBooks, for dummies, QuickBooks for contractors. 12 videos. It's very simple. If you follow this channel for any time, you will see how many successful people have give this advice to startups. Like Kurt Lennington, just a couple of weeks ago, $100 million business owner says, financials are crucial. So you need to understand where your money is, how to spend it. So learn QuickBooks. It'll take you 1 to 2 weeks, but you have to figure out in the first year of business. I'm going to put a link to my course in description below if you're interested in learning from me. But honestly, you can go to QuickBooks or buy other courses. But please, no matter what, learn QuickBooks. Number 2, you have to throw yourself on the internet and understand how modern marketing works. No one's going to do it for you. You have to understand the marketplace. You need to understand where your customers are and what are they doing to find you. You, as a business owner, it's your job. You will be able to find people to help you on this journey, but if you don't understand the marketplace, if you don't understand how to make content, if you don't understand Facebook and Google, people will always take advantage of you. You need to learn it, understand it enough to be dangerous, enough to delegate it later to true professionals. But I see business owners who have no clue, and those are usually the ones who people take advantage of. Number 3, you have to buy a big whiteboard and identify your process, your core values. Whiteboarding is number 1 exercise in your business first year in business. You need to understand how you do what you do and what's your reason why. You need to understand what your business is. You need to understand how to explain it to people who follow you, to your employees. You need to write a process from first call from the homeowner to your business to the last activity, like sending estimate or sending invoice or collecting the payment, and what have happened in between. Who did what? Who pulled the permit? Who ordered materials? Who scheduled the job? Who checked the quality of the job? All of that is your process. Number 4, learn how to present yourself. If you want to be professional, if you want a higher closing rate, you have to have a presentation. You can download something like SummaQuote to show people what your brand is, what your process is, how you do what you do, because being in the roofing business is not just giving the price and asking for business. Being in the roofing business means you actually going and presenting your process, because you selling $20,000, $30,000 jobs. People will not make the decision based on one piece of paper. You actually have to have at least 10 slides, if you will, about yourself, about the brands that you install, about options that they have, about what's gonna take place on the day of installation. So invest in it. Either download the app that will help you present yourself or build a custom slideshow, no matter what, but you have to figure it out first year in business. And the last one, number 5, you have to learn how to sell. At first, as a business owner, it's very simple. People will buy from you just because you're the owner. But if you want to hire salespeople, you have to teach them how to sell. You have to teach them how to ask for business. You can hire and learn from guys like Adam Benzman or Rodney Webb, no matter who your coach is, but please try to find someone who's really good at sales. A roofing business driven by sales. And when sales are not coming in, expenses don't stop. Roofers go belly up and close their doors. And I don't want that for you. Comment below what I missed, what else you need or maybe don't need. If this video brought any value to you, please subscribe, like. It truly helps our channel. Check out my roofing school and I'll see you guys in the next video.